Yes, staring at a wall is the greatest thing I do in a day. And that might sound stupid, but it's actually true. Here's the thing, a big problem, at least I and also many people have, is that your brain is just way too full of stuff all the time. You just have way too many things in your mind, and you've went from, I don't know, like for example from school or work straight to the gym, straight to home. You've been scrolling on your phone between all of those places and times, and your brain is just filled to the brim with random stuff that's in there. And if you want to actually do something productive, you need to give your brain space to like empty yourself. Sleep does that. Probably some of y'all have, if you've ever experienced it. It's been a while probably for some of y'all, but if you've ever had a morning where you wake up and you don't directly go in your phone, you might realize, hey, my brain is nicely empty. Like I have so much like mental space to do stuff, and you can, your brain is just like empty, and you have just, it's hard to explain, but if you've ever had a slow morning where you have not been on your phone, you might know exactly what I'm talking about. And that is something that is truly unique to the morning. If you've never experienced this, by the way, you should definitely try this. So, tomorrow, after you wake up, don't go on your phone for the first hour. Trust me, it's gonna feel amazing. Besides the point. Anyways, that is a thing that is almost unique to the morning. If you live in the nowadays world where you're on the phone anyways all the time. But there's one way to like kind of get at least close to that again during the day, when your brain starts to fill up and you start to have all of this mental noise. And that is staring at a wall, honestly. I think staring at a wall is more like a metaphor. Like I'm actually staring at the wall, but staring at a wall is not the solution. You can also stare at the ceiling. You can just close your eyes and meditate, I guess. But the anecdote here is that if you do stare at a wall for 10 minutes, which I actually do regularly before I want to focus in on something and actually be productive, for example, do school homework that's very boring to do, or do just have more mental space for work, then before that, if you just stare at a wall for 10 minutes, basically 10 minutes of purposely doing nothing, just nothing but allowing your brain to, like your thoughts to come up, and also your brain to just process all of the freaking inputs it's just got within the last couple of hours, which is nowadays way too many. It's gonna clear up your mind, it's gonna slow your mind down again, just like how it was in the morning usually, and it's gonna be nice and empty again. All of those side thoughts are gonna be gone, like, oh, I have to do this, groceries, I don't know, Instagram, this and that, this and that. No, I'm not saying it's gonna be perfect after, it's only 10 minutes. Like I said, it's hard to replicate the actual, like, full-on emptiness in the morning. But it gets close to it. It definitely is much better than not doing it. It's also just good for a context switch. Meaning, if you just need like 5 or 10 minutes between places or between activities to allow your brain to like context switch. Meaning, for example, if you just come from school and you directly go to training, like directly go to the gym or wherever, that is a context switch. Those are two very different places where you're dressed different, your mindset is different, like all that. Just having a 5 or 10 minute transition period between those is pretty damn helpful to make you hone in on the next task that's about to come up. If you've ever noticed, like, if you rush between places, like, you're not really ready for whatever. Like, I have that with training a lot. If I rush to training, I'm not, like, mentally ready to perform, because I'm still, like, first of all, I'm in a rush, so I'm stressed randomly. That doesn't help. And then I'm still in, like, the school mode or in-between mode. Like, I haven't really been able to context switch to training mode yet. I think that is also another benefit of the wall staring, is you just give your brain 10 minutes to do the context switch. You allow it to clear up, you allow it to be a little more empty, and you allow it to slow down a bit. And I think all of those contribute to the wall staring being so effective. So give it a try. The next time you want to do something, like for example, before like at work, before you start working, or before you want to do some homework, or before you learn for a test, just stare at a wall for 10 minutes. Literally do nothing but sitting there and staring at it. Like, set a timer and just look at the wall for 10 minutes and allow your thoughts to happen. It's quite magical in my opinion. Like, it's almost like a magic trick. It's quite magical how much of a brain change happens within 10 minutes. You understand what I mean when you do it. So yeah, that's my tip for you today. Stare at a wall for 10 minutes and you're gonna do greater.